Here we go, the fire trucks again. They just go up and down the road and they stalk me wherever I'm at, wherever I go. If I'm in a certain shopping plaza, if I'm sitting on a certain fucking street. And this is every town place that I go. Because Brian Bajari and this Sleaze fucking GMC car salesman guy have developed a program after burning these people in fucking paradise to stalk and persistently pursue and harass me and engage innocent bystanders to engage in these activities to mob me so that they can promote one as a supremacy and one as even being referred to as fucking garbage based on their hearsay fucking allegations. And so it is 3:06 Thursday, June 15th, and so the purpose of that is this 6 up because this twat from Manhattan came out to Monterey and tried to steal some landscaping intellectual properties from me where I wanted to employ homeless people to do landscaping and that with no questions asked, no background checks, to give people a way back and do something good and positive and productive for the community. And after she threw her ass in a council meeting because I didn't know that she was there with intention to make it as her original fucking ideas. Long story short, that's when all the sabotaging happened in Monterey, and that's where my life kind of started to go shitty because of these people and their plannings. Dino tried to bribe me with an RV at the time when he offered me to stay in this RV. I didn't know that it was a bribe. I just thought he was giving me a hand up because I was a student on the dean's list for 3 years. I was just at the verge of graduating with an associate's degree in business. I was in good standing, had a good rapport in the community, had money in the bank, was working under the table. It was just in beautiful shape, wellness being. Had a lot of beautiful, bright, beautiful fucking future. And then, like I said, this Nazi troll from Manhattan came over and just started playing game warden and wanted to, they insisted, essentially they just want to own people, run them into the ground and fuck off their families. So this is part of the program. So the 6 Up truck is 6 Up because she metaphorically sucks the fucking dick of any status quo person so that they can feel they are heroes. They make reference to flags, the flag shit from Vietnam, and they've got all these dark kind of sadistic perversions and adulteries of religion, of Arby's, of Wendy's, of all the things fucking one can make ulterior fucking conceptual fucking designs to. A lot of shit they project onto me, their own personal feelings, beliefs, or fucking darkness. And Dino kind of fathoms himself as some kind of fucking back scenes director, Batman or Darth fucking Vader. He's just a generic fucking dober dumb fucking dick. And this little smurfette bitch, well, essentially, she's building a career off destroying my fucking life and other people's lives, and I know they're doing this to other people. I saw one instant down in Florida where this young woman who had lost some of her kids was in knee-high fucking cupcake socks, and they had this dude at a hotel with her, and they got the space program, and I don't know what this girl did in her past or what's accused in her past or whatever, but essentially this guy had no real intentions of long-term relationship with her, but he had a set of twins in her belly. So they're building this thing where they want to promote men to pick up women that are in some sort of undesirable situation with families, social services, the court, or whatever, and impregnate them, and then give it time, and then later come back and fuck them off and put the men in good standing. And this is their Rocket Rainbow fucking program. So, that's what this is. So anyways, I have been put through a lot of different types of fucking abuses, and that's how I ended up here. I was actually hopped a train in Richmond, going to Ashland, was going to take a train the rest of the way to New York, but they kept me on the train, wouldn't stop in Ashland, brought me here, and it's just been one thing after the other where they just bully you from one place to the next, and then they try to adhere religion to it and act like it was all faded and it was Jesus. And and I did this really cool thing with Junipero Serra because I converted to Catholicism when I was out in Monterey, sleeping in front of the Catholic Church. And I had this really beautiful experience, and I spoke about it, and it got a lot of popularity. And now it's kind of like the other side of that, where this guy thinks because he's Spanish oriented or native, and he's just like, he thinks they got this other neon shit, and it's horrific. It's abusive, and it's just persist in your abuse until you get what you want types of thing. They incite all types of abuses. And so these fire truck people, instead of actually building a rapport with someone, getting to know someone, looking at something with due diligence, they in turn sprawl this everywhere because they feel like they're saving people, because this is what they're being spoon-fed to believe. And so there's only partial pieces of the mural here, which are very bifurcated. It's kind of like a slippery slope, domino effect type thing. They don't have a whole picture. They don't have real background or anything. And this is a complete dissension from constitutional rights, civil rights, all types of illegal practice and tactics going on here. And what they hope to do is to reiterate this on other people who perhaps might not have the strength that some have to have gone through this for as long as or as far as as I've been through this stuff. And it's ridiculous. I am a hard worker. I've always had good employment. I had a Class A commercial driver's license. I had custody of my kids for 10 years. There was a fisticuffs between my dad and I years ago over some other dynamics and whatnot. And so they've taken the space. When I went out to California, they've taken that space and they've used it to isolate and dominate, break off relationships, and then just spread maliciousness. I've been drugged. I was drugged in California. This guy slipped some shit in my coffee, and it made me feel like all types of crazy. I just hope that somebody with a mind to be able to discern between the bullshit, what ought to be happening here, can maybe look at this and take a better look at things and maybe put a stop to some of these things, because this is trafficking essentially. I mean, I'm just being trafficked.